Good evening. Can you hear me? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Graduation Academy class for the Volusia Sheriff's Office 02. At this time, I would like to introduce Sheriff Michael J. Chitwood and the command staff.
Good evening. My name is Captain Bosco, the Commander of Training. I am honored to welcome you to the second graduation of the Volusia Sheriff's Office Training Academy. Please stand while we welcome our graduating class. Please remain standing for the presentation of our colors.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Let's pray. Our most gracious Heavenly Father, we thank you for what this day represents. It's a celebration, but it's also a time for a charge. In Romans chapter 13 of your word, we read that the authorities that exist are ordained by God, are established by God, and that these fine folks who are going to take on a mission that is more than just a job, but a calling. They're going to need your help. So we ask, God, that you would give them your wisdom when they are facing challenges. We ask you to give them your strength when they need it. We ask you to be with them and their families and give them your peace. And God, at the end of every day, may they return home knowing they were out there working for you. So bless the time that we're going to enjoy together tonight, and we thank you for all who have come to honor them as we honor you. In Jesus' name I pray, amen.
Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, Sheriff Chitwood.
Good evening.
Ah, come on, this is a graduation. We got to be a little louder than that. Good evening. There we go. I like to hear that. Before we get started, I want to tell you a little bit about the Sheriff's Office and how we got to this point that we are at right now. First, we are the police department for the city of Deltona, for DeBarry, for the towns of Pearson and Oak Hill. So it's kind of a unique setup that we have here. It's also an honor and a privilege so that you men know when you get out there to serve the citizens of these communities, not only the county, but these folks were part of their government when you get assigned to Deltona or DeBarry or Pearson or Oak Hill. So treat it like it's your own. Back in 2017, when I first took office, the Sheriff's Office was facing double-digit vacancies. And of course, the unrest that had happened, those double digits climbed to nearly 80 vacancies. And the way the state of Florida is set up now, you go to a state academy. Well, we'll pick on Daytona State College. I'm not picking on them, but I'm going to pick on them. You go there, you pay $3,000. You may or may not graduate. 45% of their graduates are unemployable. And then all the police departments in Volusia County try to recruit you. Well, that model, when COVID came, clearly told everybody up on this stage that we can't do this anymore. We're not attracting quality recruits. We're not keeping up with attrition. It's becoming pretty dangerous that deputies have their days off canceled constantly to work the street and fill the voids. So we approached our state senator, Tom Wright, who is a tremendous friend to law enforcement, first responders, and military vets, and said, Senator, I know you got a good rapport with the governor. We need help. We need our own academy. And the senator took the ball and ran with it. There were a bunch of hearings that were held, and eventually we got granted permission to have our own academy. And now we had a scramble to get it together. You know, I have to have the instructors. We have to have certified classrooms and training ranges, and you name it. We are now the academy. So we worked on paying benefits. We worked on recruiting. The senator was fantastic. My foundation, who is chaired by John Hamlin, who's a local businessman, and along with the senator, went out and raised $250,000 to renovate the academy, to make sure that these folks that were coming through the door had the best equipment, the best classrooms, and the best people to train them. And then off we went. Class number 1 graduated on November 30th, 2021. There were 21 folks in that class. Tonight, we are graduating 18. And in September, we have a class of 23 ready to go. So I really want to salute. And this wouldn't have came to fruition without Senator Wright getting us through the governor, and then John Hamlin making sure that he rounded up business people to talk about how important this recruitment drive and what the equipment they needed was. But I do want to gloat a little bit with the academy staff. There is nothing better in the world when somebody tells you you can't do something, we've always done it this way, and your organization isn't as good as you think it is. Well, when you meet these young men tonight, and from class number 1, you're going to find out, I think we have one hell of an organization with one hell of a lot of group of people that are in it. We have special residential FBI agent out of Jacksonville, Greg Frederico. I'm so proud that he's here. He's a newbie here. He's launching something that's even going to help us even further with recruiting. Tomorrow morning, we're partnering with the FBI, and we're hosting a collegiate academy at our training center. 50 students have been invited. 90 applied to come. We can only seat 50. And these folks are from Bethune-Cookman, Daytona State, Emory-Riddle, Flagler College, Nova Southeastern, Stetson, and UCF. So we're going to try to feed them a dose of that they want to work for the county or that they want to work for the feds. And quite frankly, you guys got in the black eye in the news lately, so we may win this recruiting battle. I want to recognize some really special guests tonight. We have a group of elected officials from throughout all the cities and county officials that are here. So if I call your name, could you stand up and hold your applause to the end? These folks have been huge supporters of the Sheriff's Office since the time I took Sheriff in January 2017, took the office. From DeBarry, we have City Commissioner Bill Sell. I will tell you a little bit about Bill. He is an Eagles fan just like me. We are both Philadelphia folks. Vice Mayor of DeBarry, Phyllis Butin. Phyllis, thank you. The Town of Pearson, Councilwoman Sergia Cardenas. Did I say that right? Because the last graduation I butchered you. Oak Hill Vice Mayor Bill Lindlau. Deltona Commissioner, I don't think she's here, Anita Bradford. Deltona Commissioner Lauren King. Deltona Commissioner Dana Cool. Deltona Commissioner Victor Ramos. I don't know if the Deltona Commissioner Sosa is here or not. Deltona Vice Mayor Maritza, sorry Maritza, I had peanut butter. It's my fault. Maritza Velasquez, damn, I know I'm not going to hear the end of it, Maritza. Maritza, you got it. Deltona Mayor Heidi Hertzberg. I don't know if County Councilman Danny Robbins came in yet or not. County Council Vice Chair Barbara Gertman. I don't know if the county chair is here. Our Foundation Board Chairman John Hamlin. FDLE Field Rep Gary Kimple. Gary, are you here? Gary keeps us on the straight and narrow. There is so much paperwork to do this. And last but not least, our State Senator, Tom Wright. On the first day, I told this class, you may think August 25th is never coming. Trust me, it's coming. So we would like to show you a video presentation. Is there any bleeper footage in this, Captain, or we just let it go? We're good, we didn't bleep anything out? Okay. So anyway, Scoop, wherever you're at, roll it. All the hard work you put in is almost there. Keep your foot on the gas pedal and stay focused on that August 25th date.
Cut that fly, cut that fly.
The way out is to come away from that edge. All I can say is that my life is pretty plain. I like watching the puddles gather rain. And all I can do is just move something onto the board.
Open the driver's door.
First name, John.
Put it behind your back.
Continue back to us out of my voice. Go now.
And where's your house located?
Get out of the car right now.
Have you tried to rob him? And you put a gun?
I didn't do anything you were doing.
I'm gonna do your favor. You said it.
That's my car. That's my car. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. Do solemnly swear or affirm. Every graduation you have a screen issue. This is the second one. No pressure back there. Where are you there, Captain? Class number 1 graduated on my birthday, November 30th. Class number 2 has the honor of honoring Captain McDaniel. So if you'll join me, his first name is Kyle. Let's really humiliate him, okay? All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kyle. Happy birthday to you. And as they say, paybacks are, you can thank your chief.
Sergeant Court will now present the class awards.
Good evening. I am Sergeant John Court, the Academy Class Coordinator and Lead Training Advisor. To echo the sentiments of command staff, our first Academy class set the bar high, and Class 02 raised it a peg higher. These new deputies have performed remarkably well, far surpassing our own expectations. In recognition for the hard work and relentless effort these deputies have shown throughout the last 28 weeks, please join me in another round of applause. The following awards are in recognition of the top performer in each of the respective categories for top driver, academic excellence, physical fitness, top gun, class leader, and overall top cop. In selecting the recipient of each award, we have taken into consideration the overall performance to include qualification scores, grade point averages, leadership traits, and overall dependability. The first award is for top driver. In selecting this recipient, we took into consideration their fastest lap speed and their overall performance at the driving track in the safe and effective operation of their issued patrol vehicle. I would like to recognize Deputy Cody Forster for being the top driver. Academic standards for FDLE are extremely high. They mandate all students must achieve an 80% or better on every exam to achieve a passing score. This next award is one that, in my mind, is one of the hardest to achieve. The award for academic excellence is presented to the deputy with the highest academic average throughout the entirety of the academy, including 16 written exams, which totals over 1,600 questions. This specific deputy achieved a perfect score of 100% on 8 of those 16 exams. With an overall academic average of 97.89, I'd like to present the award for academic excellence to Deputy Timothy Gibbons. Throughout the academy, these deputies underwent a rigorous physical training regimen. The training staff did our best to ensure that they are physically prepared to begin their careers in law enforcement while laying the foundation for continued physical fitness throughout their careers. As a whole, the class improved on every aspect of the physical fitness test over the course of 28 weeks. I'd like to recognize this next deputy who maintained the highest physical fitness scores throughout the entirety of the academy, including the 1.5-mile run in 9 minutes, 55 seconds, a 28-inch vertical jump, 52 sit-ups in 1 minute, 300-meter run in 47 seconds, and a staggering 104 push-ups. Congratulations to Deputy Pierce Acosta. What's that? What? Keep them over here? These graduating deputies were privileged enough to receive some of the best firearms training in the state. Our range staff, supplemented by accomplished firearms instructors and members of our SWAT team, poured their hearts into ensuring these deputies not only met the standard, but far surpassed it. It is because of them that we can proudly say every deputy passed the FDLE firearms qualification, a feat not normally achieved by most academies in the state. The deputy with the highest firearms qualification score, who also proved to be the best competition shooter within the class, is Deputy Devin Blissett. In order to be a good leader, one must first be a good follower. Every one of these new deputies has been trained to be a leader, and from this day forward, they will be leaders within the community. One deputy in particular was tasked with a little extra responsibility from day one of the academy. This deputy was responsible for accountability of his fellow recruits, taking initiative in the absence of orders, and acting as a mentor for his class as the primary liaison between training staff. At this point, I'd like to acknowledge the class leader of Academy Class 02, Deputy Pierce Acosta. Yeah. Last one, guys. This last award is reserved for the overall top performer of the class. This deputy is a proven problem solver and forward-leaning thinker who always put the needs of his class before that of his own. These deputies believe that if they were in a fight for their lives, they would find relief knowing this deputy was on the way to back them up. This deputy has earned the overall trust and confidence of being dependable and proficient, both tactically and technically. Chosen by his peers, it is my pleasure to present the keys of a brand new Ford Explorer patrol vehicle to Deputy Pierce Acosta. What's that? Don't crash it.
Don't crash.
I think that's all I got.
I got the Sheriff Chitwood for the commencement. Commencement speaker. Yeah.
Not the current rate are going. Are you enjoying yourself, young lady? I hope so. To the families, you guys were there for family night, and you got a lay of the land of what to expect from this organization. We are a well-funded organization. As you can tell by your loved ones, we are recruiting really, really top-notch individuals. And the men that you're going to see here in a minute when they get their diploma and their loved one pins them with their badge, we believe they are the best and the brightest that we could find. Not only that, they are the future of law enforcement in Volusia County. As my time grows short, their time is just beginning. And us folks on the stage will hand that mantle of command over to these classes that we have recruited, that we have put our trust and faith and confidence in. I will tell each and every one of you that the Sheriff's Office has been around since about 1890. The badge that's about to get pinned on your chest, it means something to everybody who has ever worn this uniform or wore that badge. Keep that in mind. That patch represents the same thing. It may change in design, but men and women of honor have worn that. And the last thing you put on in your uniform is your name tag. For generations, your families have made that name mean something. That name that your ancestors and your parents and your grandparents worked hard and strived for to represent something in America. Do your best not to dishonor any of those three items on your uniform. Do your best. Because at the end of the day, we were all born with one thing. It's integrity. And when you leave this profession and we give you your badge and your gun, and they start sending you a paycheck in 25 or 30 years from now, you get the old age pension check comes to you, you can look in the mirror and say, I never compromised my integrity. And that is a hell of a thing to take with you when you walk away and you walk out the door knowing you did the best that you could do every single day. My prayer for this class is that every single one of you, you have poured your heart and soul into this. And every minute I got to talk to you, I told you I was so impressed, as was the command staff and Captain Bosco. We get daily reports on what you guys are doing. The instructors, they believe in everything that they taught you. My hope and dream is that you're here. You spend the rest of your career here, and maybe in this class, there's a chief, a division chief, a captain, or even the sheriff is sitting in this group. Not for a while, but, I want to let you know that. So I would ask the class if they would stand, if you guys would stand. Folks, I think they deserve a standing ovation for everybody in the office for what they've done and what they're about to get involved in. You guys can turn around. Turn around. Turn around. And don't sit down yet. I want my training staff, step up, please. Everybody that's involved in training, Sarge, Randy, come on, get up here. The whole training division. These folks work days, nights, weekends. They realize that what they're doing, that's right, ladies, you guys keep us out of trouble with FDLE with all the paperwork. These folks realize, and there's other deputies that aren't here tonight that are involved in the role playing, they realize if you do it right the first time, when they come through that door, if you do it right, They're going to be around for a long time. We're not going to have scandals. We're not going to have the things that occur in other organizations. They realize how important their job is, and they're here because they believe in our mission, they believe in these new deputies, and they believe in American policing and doing it the right way. So thank you very much for everything that you folks do. Thank you all very much. You have a seat. I'm done. Senator Wright, if you want to start making your way up to the corner.
And now for the presentation of the certificates. Piers Acosta. Cody Forster. Joshua Caracciolo. Timothy Melendez. Michael Branstetter. Devin Blissett. Joseph Tardif. Justin De La Rosa. Andre Johnson. Randy Garcia. Go take a picture. Go that way. Go that way.
Just let them push you around, that's okay.
Brandon Edwards. Show your certificate. Diego Arias. That's funny.
We have a special award for the deputy that brings the most people to the graduation. I think your family got it.
Javon Gardner.
There's always one. Just so you know, it was the mayor. I just watched her dial you and put her phone away.
John Berard.
You gotta get the other guys.
Timothy Gibbons. Armin Borbor. Benjamin Asby.
I take it back, he's got 25 in the audience.
Gavin Metz.
Oh, thanks, Madam Mayor. We do know your tag number. Academy, cease!
Sergeant Court, we're now doing the pinning of the badges. for the family members, that'll be pinning, if you'll go up to them over there. That was just supposed to happen. It didn't happen. Just get up there. This is going to be faster. All right, yes. Deputy Pierce Acosta. Who'll be pinned by his wife, Haley, and daughters, Julia and Presley. Yeah, it did, yeah.
Because I'll tell you one thing, he's got to stand up next time he talks.
It's true. Deputy Cody Forster, pinned by his father, Craig Forster. Deputy Joshua Caracciolo, pinned by his father-in-law, Volusia Sheriff's Office Detective Steve Wheeler. Deputy Timothy Melendez, pinned by his mother, Deborah Melendez. Deputy Michael Branstetter, pinned by his daughter, Olivia. Deputy Devin Blissett, pinned by his father, Detective Ross Blissett. Deputy Joseph Tardif, pinned by his wife, Shelby Tardif, and retired Volusia Sheriff's Office Captain Dave Hinshaw. Deputy Justin De La Rosa, pinned by his brother, Pasco County Sheriff's Office Deputy Dwight Hemmings. Deputy Andre Johnson, pinned by his mother, Marissa Dollins. Deputy Randy Garcia, pinned by his fiancée, Trinity Lugo. Deputy Brandon Edwards, pinned by his wife, Erica Edwards. Deputy Diego Arias, pinned by his fiancée, Amanda Aloy. Deputy Javon Gardner, pinned by his nephew, Kevion Pittman. That's right.
Brian, hand him an application.
Already on it. Already on it, sir.
We expect to see you up here in about 15 years, okay? I don't know if I'll be here, but...
Deputy John Berard, pinned by his father, John Berard. Deputy Timothy Gibbons, pinned by his grandfather, Joel Howell. Deputy Armin Borbor, pinned by his mother, Valerie Borbor. Deputy Benjamin Asby, pinned by his mentor, Florida Department of Law Enforcement Special Agent Gundrum. Deputy Gavin Metz, pinned by his fiancée, Christina Volanti.
Can I have class 2 do me a favor and step up and then turn around and look at the audience? And if I could have the president of our foundation, John Hamlin, please step forward for a minute. Actually, you guys got to arrange how we can get everybody in a picture. I want to point out, we have a sheriff's foundation that John is the president of. The foundation is made up of a handful of business leaders around Volusia County who raise funds to help us do things that my budget does not cover. The two big things are training and technology. If you looked at the training video, you notice that they were carrying blue firearms because they couldn't carry a real gun. It doesn't shoot, but it functions just like the weapons they carry. Those weapons cost about $400 a weapon. That's some of the things that the foundation went out and raised money for. Senator Wright was part of that foundation as well. That's why we have such a good footing under us, because of people like John Hamlin and Senator Wright. Senator, you want to jump up here and climb in as well? I know you got your running for office suit on, so. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Do it now, or just, I want to be sure it's
That's fine.
Do it now?
Yep.
Sergeant Court, you want to dismiss the class for one last time? I'd like to hear it. Start shaking hands. Good job.